So you have something you want to say, but you're not an expert on the subject and you're about as entertaining as watching paint dry on a beige wall. It's time for you to start a podcast. A podcast is like a radio show, but with no listeners or monetization. So it's perfect for people who like to talk, but not necessarily be heard. Most radio hosts are naturally charismatic, but you don't have charisma. That's why you're hosting a podcast. When it's time to record, you could spend all your money on a recording studio like this. It's very common for podcasters to spend money they don't have on a show they haven't thought out. But if you want to save some pennies, then convert an unused room in your house into literally the worst place to record audio. This space is perfect. We have no insulation, terrible acoustics, we're right next to a highway, and we'll have great ambience once I open a window. Invest in a cheap microphone. There's no difference between a Shure and a bargain bin doohickey you found behind a dilapidated gas station. As long as your podcast is painful to listen to, you know you're on the right track. Wire management isn't necessary, and as for the mixer, don't bother reading the manual. Just fiddle with knobs and dials until you look like you know what you're doing. Once that's done, your tech setup is complete. The quickest way to success is be totally unprepared in what you're going to say with frequent off-topic ramblings. And that's why people enjoy podcasts, the complete lack of professionalism. So you've recorded a poor quality 3-hour nothing of a podcast. What's next? Simple. Do everything you can to make sure no one can find it. Never promote it, and if you can, make sure you never have a regular enough output to keep audiences interested. Better yet, refuse to put a call to action at the end of the episode so no one can find you on social media. Make your podcast harder to find than Carmen Sandiego. Oh, and don't forget the most important part, the quickest way to improve the quality of the podcasting landscape.